stunning. Enough that I went, okay, Brad, we really got something here. Time for Dad to start to get to the gym and do the same thing. And you'll be seeing some challenges that we'll be able to offer here at Glissandra if you want to be on gSF. And wait till you hear some of the stories that we have coming up about what this can do. So other things that people have experienced, improvements in mental alertness, in concentration or thought process, energy level, physical strength, exercise endurance and performance, recovery time. That was one of the things Brent said to me. After a really strong workout, his recovery time was decreased. Where normally he was so tired it took him hours to recover from a strenuous exercise, he was able to recover in such a short period of time. Improvement in circulation. So all these things are what we're hearing from our members that are using it and customers that are taking gSF. Because what it's doing is it's providing increased clean energy. What it's doing is supporting the natural improvements to the body's power generator and the body's antioxidant defense system. It's going to empower increased amounts of energy and decreased amounts of free radicals. So imagine you're getting more energy, like I said earlier, and less pollution. It's a perfect combination. It's a patented formula. It's a result of years of research. Literally 18 years. It started in 1991 with Professor Robert Coe at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. He spent 9 years researching the berry, Glissandra berry, and putting together this formula. Then Peter and Jean Chiang met up with Robert in the year 2000 and formed Glissandra, and spent 9 more years developing the product line. And it wasn't until 2010 that they launched their skincare line in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Richmond. And now we're starting to grow around the world. It's a special extraction. So I want you to understand that with gSF, if you look at the ingredients, which is Glissandra berry, with it, or Glissandrin, and cinnamomori and shistanchi, 3 traditional Chinese herbs, and you go to a dietary supplement store, you cannot get the same bioavailability. That's the big word, bioavailability. It's how much your body is able to use. It's like if you take way too much vitamin C, what happens? Do you get all the vitamin C? No, usually it just ends up going out into in your urine and it's gone. So usually it's just really expensive pee. Not here. Bioavailability is everything. It's verified, effective, and this is something that can work for everybody. So if I've got my 20-year-old son using the product, no problem. So late teens, I even have my younger son, who's 18, going to the gym, wants to do the same thing, increase energy. And there's no limit to the ages. Guaranteed. 100% customer satisfaction guarantee is proof of the quality of our products. And when people start using the Glissandra products, they just can't stop talking about them. And what I'd like to do right now is maybe bring up a few people that can share a little bit of their story about what the products have been doing for them. So the first person I'd like to introduce right now, she's been with our company since I joined the company at least. And she's been doing a fantastic job building her team around the world. She was one of the first people to be on the beta test of our product here in Canada. She's got a tremendous story. And everybody meet Susan Brillant. Susan? Stage is yours.
Thanks, Craig. Got that video to roll?
All yours.
When I came into Glissandra, I was told my scars would go away. Thank you so much, everybody, and thanks, Craig, for allowing me to speak today. I, like Craig, was totally engaged with Peter and Jean Chung when I was introduced to the Glissandra gift, I call it. Jean Chung literally looked me in the eyes at one point in time at an event that we were sharing together, and she said, "Susan, your scars will go away." I was in a serious head-on collision 10 years prior to that, and my face was scarred out and had serious scarring. I'm blessed with decent skin, so I haven't had to deal with the rollback of time, but it has indeed been a benefit to me as well in that realm, in terms of getting rid of those, nasty lines or soft lines or smiles or whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. But I had serious keloid scarring. And if you can imagine yourself driving down the road and hitting a little speed bump and hitting another little speed bump, I could literally pull this scar in half. Jean said your scars would go away, and today, not even a year later, it actually was prevalent within 2 to 3 months. The softening of the scar tissue, and the fact that today I have actually pores coming into where there was actually a scar, is the results proven. And with that said, I also looked at Glissandra at that time. I was a very successful and I loved what I did at the time. I was a real estate agent. I hung up my real estate license and gave it a rest and said I'm going to share what I was given with everybody that I knew. And I'm so delighted with, thank you, Australia, and the members of my team all over the world, that I have been able to build a team through Glissandra and share this amazing product. gSF is a totally different story. I don't have time to share everything with you today, but I was on my way to a blood cancer and made certain decisions and choices, and had the gSF supplement given to me, and today my blood work is at the epitome of perfect. So if you'd like to know more about my story, I'd be delighted to share it with you. And I just want to thank Peter and Jean, wherever you are, and thank you, Craig, for inviting me to share what it's life-changing, day in and day out, and the people that I have the opportunity to meet worldwide and in this room, and they made amazing changes, but it's done. Thanks. I don't know what else.
And I'd like to get to somebody else. Is Winnie available? Where's Winnie? I saw her. I'd love to hear a little bit. Can we get you to come up and tell? You've been using Glissandra the longest. You've been since the very, very beginning. We're so pleased to have you with our company. So everybody, this is Winnie Lee. Let's give her a great big hand. Come on. Ollie, go.
Bring the mic
Won't come down. It's float. Good to go.
I'm too short.
There you go.
Good evening. I'm Winnie Lee. It is my pleasure to be here to share my experience of gSF with you all tonight. Well, I'm going to talk about my experience with gSF today only. Okay. Due to the occupation associated with my prolonged sitting previously, I developed the varicose vein on my calf. About 1 year ago, my blood circulation became so poor. Veins on my legs became visible, large and bulging. And swell, aching, and heaviness on my lower part of body constantly created discomfort. Extreme pressure produced pain. As a result, it affected the quality of my sleep at night. Many visits to the doctor's office didn't improve the situation. The constant pain and discomfort gradually affect my daily life and my regular exercise program. Because of none of the medical treatment could help, finally, doctors suggest an operation. In every consideration, I decided that surgery should be my last option. I share my experience at that time, the experience of painfulness with Jean and Peter, and was very fortunate that during that period of time, Glissandra has just started a clinical study of gSF supplement, and they put me on gSF usage immediately, to my amusement. 1 month after into the usage, the pressure on my leg released, pain gradually reduced, and the bulging vein gradually faded too. 6 months passed by, I consider myself a normal, healthy person again. I restarted on my regular exercise program and noticed that in addition to the improvement of the blood circulation, worth mentioning is I also become more energetic. My physical strength improves. My performance and endurance level of exercise also raised. And I'm so fortunate that surgery was eliminated at that time, thanks to gSF. I understand that gSF will also strengthen the body's natural antioxidant defense system, help to maintain and balance our health and wellness. I definitely will continue the usage of this amazing product. Thank you very much.
Now I'm actually going to move the microphone with me on this next one here because I'm actually going to go onto the computer and bring up a testimonial from down under. So if we could open up the screen, that would be great. And this is Tony, and we met on LinkedIn, and he's got a coffee shop called That Joint. And I asked him if he could come to us live from Australia, so this was the next closest thing. So we're just going to play his short little testimonial, and you can all listen to Tony. Not loud enough, sorry everybody.
Tony's a very soft-spoken man.
We're not hearing it at all, are we?
Had you raised the...
We're not hearing it at all. I'm on maximum volume on my computer here. So I'm just trying to see if there's a faster way that I can get Tony. Sorry, Tony, we see you. We just can't hear you well enough. And there's no way for me to increase my volume on that one there. So
Have you got...
what I'm going to do, everybody, for Tony, and Tony, I'm sorry, I wish I could get you live and everybody could hear it, but it's just not loud enough. And that'll teach me not to double check before I put something up there on the internet. So we'll put that live on our Facebook page so you can hear from Tony. So next what I'd like to do then is bring up somebody that's flown quite a considerable way to get here and be with us this weekend. This is her third time coming up to one of our Super Saturday Glissandra presentations. And she's been instrumental in helping get things going in the United States, and she's really helped us get this presentation ready for you all to see this evening. Everybody from Dallas, Texas, I'd like you to hear from Rachel Silverstein.
Hi, everyone. I did not flew from Dallas last night. I got to move out midnight. And I have been with Glissandra. Craig and I connected on LinkedIn back in June. And we spoke for, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I said, okay, I've been in the makeup industry for about 15 years. I've tried a lot of products. No harm in trying one more. So I had just moved to Dallas, but I was actually going back to Atlanta where I had lived for the past 14 years. And Craig shipped the products to me in Atlanta. Started using them right away. My best friend was there. She said, "You're using a new product?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, I want to use it." I said, "Okay, well, it's called Glissandra." I told her, that she could join. And she said, "I don't want to join. I'm just going to pay full price for it." Leave it at that. So there I was, just starting with the company, and I had already sold my first set at full price. I was like, okay, this doesn't hurt. 2 weeks later, having their first Super Saturday event in July, I flew up here to Vancouver and met everybody, and when I did meet everybody, I started to really believe, besides seeing the difference in my skin, I started to really believe in the products and the people behind the products, which means so much to so many different people, because people can say that their products do so many different things, and it doesn't always work that way, But when you have people that have developed the products and put so much heart and soul into it, and you can see the difference, it means a lot. And it helps the people who have to bring the products out to market them believe in them as well. So that is my story.
Thank you so much. And we've got one more I definitely would like to, well, actually a couple more.